hope you're doing well. Today is Tuesday, the 26th of August 2025. Here we are again with the market. So yesterday we had the Dixie breaking this high, and like I did mention, if we break this high, we're gonna trade to those levels and then the fair value gap, and they did that beautifully. But using the weekly open protocol, we've had Monday trade up, Tuesday take out Monday's high, and then we've broken structure, and it happened at a key level, which is this fair value gap over here. All right, so with that, we are likely gonna see probably price come back below the weekly opening price. Okay, so this level here will still act as resistance if price was to pull back. So I'm expecting lower prices going forward on the dollar index, and that would translate to higher prices on the euro. So that means euro is gonna come from Monday's high, or quote unquote trade above the Monday or weekly opening price. In case we pull back, you can use the fair value gap formed in London for something like this. Okay, now it's similar to what I was describing yesterday in terms of price action, where we have the immediate close, the next candle comes back down, the next one opens, takes out the low, and it starts rejecting. That is basically what's happening. Okay, sorry guys, my son came in. My son came in with a lollipop, asking me to help him open it. So that's why I muted myself. So yes, you're looking for a move to the weekly opening price and probably above Monday's high. 2 o'clock, we've got 48 minutes. 2 o'clock will likely confirm that. So watch the H4 candle currently printing. We might close above this, and that will give you an order block and a pullback. It's a buy or you can use the fair value gap and then you buy it, right? We also have the absence of news event. So unless we have some random news, then price is basically gonna go up. So if you have any random news, that is when it can intervene with what is currently unfolding. If not, then price is likely gonna continue going up as is being indicated over here. Same thing applies to the British pound. British pound also took out the previous day's low and rejected. So this fair value gap is now going to act as an entry for a move to the upside. Ideally also back above the weekly opening price and Monday's high, which is this equal high over here. Okay, so if we pull back, you're buying to continue going higher. If we lose this low, the landing low, then we are going to attack the previous week low and you can then sell. But for now, go with the flow. We're looking for higher prices. So euro pound yesterday, this thing killed me. It murdered me. So my first trade I took partial, but I entered another one here with my stop loss at break even, and I got in right in. Entered another one here with my stop loss at break even, and my stop loss below that. So this one got stopped out, and the one that I got the last Friday also got stopped out at break even. So now I'm neutral. I'm gonna wait and see what the market will offer me before I do anything. Ideally, maybe I don't know, because we went down at the opening price and closed below this low. Price is likely gonna continue going down, probably to attack the previous week low. Okay, we are likely gonna go down to attack the previous week. We are likely gonna, hence maybe lower prices on this pair. Once we take out the previous week low, then you can probably look for a rejection to come back up again, because I think they should have traded up here. That is what I think it should have done. So the fact that it couldn't get there means personally they might come back up again. So let's see. For now, a move to attack the previous week low is the highest probability. Then after that, we will see what the market will offer us. Now, let me say this before I continue. This month, if price seems to be everywhere, that is how this month is like. Okay, generally, that is how August usually trades, because most of the traders, I believe, like I'm going on holiday next month, most of the traders actually goes away in August. So the market becomes thin in terms of liquidity. At the same time, investors don't want to risk much during this period, simply because it's like a tradition, right? August is when schools are on holidays. Most traders want to spend some time with the family, so no one is around to be trading. Even if they are, we are scaling back. And that is why this month, specifically August, June and August is 2 months that if you're not skilled in trading, you might feel like this market is against you. And probably some of you might have felt it. It's all good. It's part of it. Learn from it and grow from it. Because this is not going to be the last time this sort of price action is going to happen. It's going to happen over and over and over and over and over again. So get used to it. Because every year, this sort of price action happens. Whether in June or August, it happens. Where price rallies for one day and then drops the next day and then rallies the next day and then drops. Okay, it's a normal thing. But rest assured, once we get into September, October, November, it's not going to be the same. You're going to have dynamic moves, especially October, November, December. You're going to get some crazy one directional move, and that is when it's going to be fun. So I can't wait for, when I come back from my holidays. That is when the market will give you maybe 2-3 weeks continuation, no pullback. All right. So with that said, dollar yen, I think it didn't take out the previous day's high. So I would say stay out of this for now, for today. Let's see how the New York session will trade. After the New York session, then we can come to a conclusion what we are going to do with this pair. Until then, stay away. Now let's look at gold. So yesterday gold, I did mention we were likely gonna take out this high from here, and it almost got there, and I bought it. I got stocked out, and overnight it shot up there, and lucky enough I was awake when I got stocked out, so I basically entered, I think, after this candle closed. So I entered long after this candle closed, and I did manage to get something out of the run for that high, that candle, and then that one. But I'm still holding on to some of it because I think we are likely gonna go here. We are likely gonna go up there. Why do I think it's going to do that? Because we have this low to this high to pull back to there. So it's like a range. This low to this high. That's OTE. So we're going to go back up here. Hence 3,409.44 is our upside objective. So gold, I'm expecting higher prices, especially with this down candle being here. Okay, so they rejected from the low on Tuesday, right? We have down candle, close, down, take out the low, quick rejection to the upside. Okay, so you're looking for that continuation to the upside to go and attack. That is the only target. Once we get up there, that is it. I don't expect anything after that. So once you take out this high, that's it. You stay put. Crude oil, so we got to the target that I was expecting, and I'm out. actually got out after this candle because I was expecting them to go just a little bit higher to this candle's low, but after that candle I basically got out. Now, does it mean price is gonna continue going down? From the daily time frame perspective, probably no, because we have this low here, we have this high, we made a lower low and it broke and it left a fair value gap on auto block. So I think this might be a pullback into this range. Okay, so 50% and then OTE area is where we are likely gonna go. Hence this volume imbalance will act as maybe where price wants to reach for and then go back up again. So can you sell? From where we are, not really, but if you want to risk it, by all means do so. 63.06 is where I'll be expecting a continuation to the upside. So once we get there, then I'll see. And it also lines up with the potential low of the week, because Monday went up, Tuesday coming back down to take out Monday's low, and then maybe Wednesday or Thursday will form the low of the week and price will reject and go up again. So that is what I'll be expecting. Now, if we pull back, let's say price pulls back in here, and I see a 1 hour immediate close candle like this. From this level, I'm gonna sell short to go there. Okay, so that's the only trade idea that I would take on this. If we pull back and we get 1 hour immediate close from here, that's the only time I'll be interested in selling to go down. So keep that in mind if you want to trade crude oil, right? And then once you get down here, I'll wait for a reversal and then I'll buy to come back up again. So that's the business on crude oil. ES, I think I spoke about this yesterday. So today I want to see a rejection to go up, either today or tomorrow, one of them. I like it. Monday went down, Tuesday coming down into now this being the fair value gap, and we need the market to reverse. Still up here. So once you break that, then I'll start looking for a buy, preferably one more run. I want them to go one more time down, break, and then we buy to go up. If you go up from here, that's fine, but I want to see one more run, because now they've engineered equal lows over here. Okay, so bullish price action on ES. Now let's go to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is doing something that personally is concerning. Why? Because on the weekly chart we have a fair value gap here, and it looks so far like they are breaking it. Now the weekly has not closed yet, so we cannot confirm. On the daily we have one more fair value gap just underneath the weekly. So today is an absolute must that Bitcoin goes up. If we close below if we close below 109255, 109255, if we close below that, that's gonna be a problem. Okay, that's gonna be a problem for the bullish price action, and that might confirm that this monthly candle might end up as a down candle. Then we have to wait till next month of September, and if that might be the case, since we've made a new high over here, price might want to come down, or they might be setting the stage for price to trade a little bit lower before the continuation to the upside. Okay, so today is a crucial day for Bitcoin. We must absolutely go up. If we don't, there's a problem. Not much of a problem, but the upside will be put to the sideline for now, and then we might look for lower prices. Okay, so watch today's price action. I think it's already showing signs of rejection. We have this down candle with immediate close over here, so hopefully that will hold and break this up candle over here. Then we'll be talking serious business to the upside. Ethereum, same thing. We need to absolutely reject this high. It comes in at 4342 for the continuation to the upside. If we don't, again, there's a problem, because that will close in the gap and they are likely gonna break this, and price might trade a little bit more lower. So today absolutely must go up on Ethereum. Solana, same thing. I think Solana has already even traded through the gap. So let me change the weekly and see. Okay, so it's traded through the gap, so that's concerning. With Solana trading through the gap, that is a little bit concerning. That's not meant to happen. So let me check on the H4. Okay, watch this candle's high. Okay, that should hold, even though they've gone below the daily gap. Looking on the H4, it's a big void, so this is actually the level, this candle's high. So if we are to continue going up, that one must stay open, and then we go up, as in they do not need to close below it, because the moment they close below it, that will change what the expectation looks like for the higher prices. Ripple, same thing. I think it's already rejecting. So the narrative is the same for all of them. We need to reject where we are right now for all of them. I've looked at it, even AI16Z. I'll come to AI16 soon. Hype, same thing. We've already shown rejection anyway, so I'm expecting it to continue going up. AI16 has gone for the 0.099, so absolutely must reject from here. Now this is where I wanted them to go all this while. Now it's done, so we need to start getting the rejection from here. I want to see dynamic big up candles shooting up. Okay, and they will start with breaking this up candle. Once this up candle is broken, I think price will probably not look back, but we'll take it one day at a time. Okay, so what I was expecting is now done. Now we are at the lowest of the lowest. Okay, so the cheapest that it needs to go, that is what we have now. So now we need to start breaking and go higher. Okay, and then finally Chasky, same thing. It's still hanging around that area. that fair value gap. So keep an eye, maybe this afternoon, this New York session, keep an eye on Bitcoin, keep an eye on all of them. Now if you start seeing 4%, 5% move to the upside, don't be surprised. Okay, now if they give a 4%, 3%, 5% move to the downside, that is when I'll be surprised, because that's not what price is showing now. If they show that, then we probably will put the bullishness to the sidelines. So if you see lower prices, put bullishness to the sidelines, and then we focus on selling. But that is not what I'm expecting. Okay, so I'm to the upside, and you should be too. All right. I think that's pretty much it. On the other hand, I think this pair, Aussie dollar, I think it might make its way towards the previous week high, somewhere up here, and is rejecting the fair value gap. So that's also something to keep an eye on going forward. Similar to the British pound and the euro that I gave earlier. The H4 is looking like it's gonna close, so you're looking for this high as the draw on liquidity. Okay, and they might probably drive it into this fair value gap. So keep an eye on it if you like the Australian dollar too. And like I said, we don't have much we don't have news event today and tomorrow, so the idea is go with whatever price action is giving you, and then make sure you have your stop loss in place and you take profit in place, because anything can happen and quick sudden move will happen, and if you don't have any of these in place, you might miss out. All right. Okay, so that is all I have for you for today. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you same time tomorrow. And as usual, the news, I think next week Friday will be our last session, and then I'll be off for the next month, and I'll come back after September and we continue as usual. Okay, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you same time tomorrow. Take care.